Welcome to Life Lessons. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, trapped in cycles of stress, or constantly searching for peace, you're not alone. Many of us struggle with anxiety, uncertainty, and emotional turbulence, but what if the key to inner calm has been within you all along? Buddhism teaches that peace is not something we chase, it's something we cultivate. The path to a balanced mind and a peaceful heart doesn't require drastic life changes or impossible goals. Instead, it begins with simple, powerful insights, ways of seeing the world differently, shifting your thoughts, and freeing yourself from unnecessary suffering. Hook. In today's video, we'll explore 6 profound yet practical Buddhist teachings that can help you unlock inner peace. Whether you're new to Buddhism or simply seeking a new way to approach life's challenges, these principles will guide you toward a calmer, more fulfilling existence. Stick around, because just a few moments of mindfulness and wisdom can change everything. Buddhist wisdom isn't about escaping reality, it's about embracing life fully, with clarity, acceptance, and grace. By applying these teachings, you'll learn how to let go of attachment, live in the present, and cultivate compassion, not just for others, but for yourself. If you find this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe to Life Lessons. Let's grow together, seeking wisdom that truly transforms the way we think, feel, and live. Who we are or where we live, we all experience challenges, pain, disappointment, loss, uncertainty. It's a universal truth that connects every human being. But here's the key: suffering is not something to fear, it's something to understand. And once we understand it, we can begin to free ourselves from its grip. What are the 4 noble truths? The foundation of Buddhist teachings is built upon 4 essential insights. 1. Dukkha, suffering exists, life contains hardship, both big and small. From frustrations at work to deep personal losses, suffering is part of being human. Accepting this truth, rather than resisting it, is the first step to inner peace. 2. Samadaya, the cause of suffering. Our suffering doesn't just appear randomly, it has a cause. Much of it comes from attachment, clinging to things, people, outcomes, or even expectations. We suffer when we want life to be different than it is. 3. Nirodha, the end of suffering is possible. Liberation is not found in controlling everything around us, but in letting go of our attachments. When we stop fighting reality and accept life as it is, we begin to experience peace. 4. Magga, the path to liberation. Buddhism offers a clear path for overcoming suffering, the Eightfold Path, which includes wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. It's a guide to living a peaceful and meaningful life. Applying the 4 noble truths to everyday life. We don't have to be monks or scholars to benefit from these truths. The 4 noble truths can be applied in everyday situations. When facing disappointment, instead of obsessing over why things didn't go as planned, recognize that suffering comes from attachment to expectations. Accepting what is, rather than fighting it, brings clarity. When feeling anxious about the future, anxiety often comes from clinging to the need for control. By focusing on the present instead of worrying about every possible outcome, we reduce stress and regain balance. When dealing with loss, whether losing a job, a relationship, or a loved one, grief is natural. But understanding that impermanence is a part of life helps us navigate loss with wisdom and resilience. Letting go of attachment to find peace. The heart of the 4 noble truths lies in the idea that attachment creates suffering. We cling to comfort, relationships, success, and even our identities. But when we hold on too tightly, we fear change, and change is inevitable. The more we accept this, the more peace we experience. Buddhism doesn't teach that we must reject joy or relationships, rather, it teaches non-attachment, appreciating life without fear of losing it. Imagine holding a flower gently in your hand. If you squeeze too tightly, you crush it. But if you hold it loosely, you can admire its beauty without harm. That's how we can approach life, embracing every moment without grasping or fearing its end. Understanding suffering isn't about eliminating it, it's about transforming how we experience it. Through the Four Noble Truths, we learn that peace is found not in controlling life, but in accepting it with wisdom and grace. If these insights resonate with you, stay tuned. The next teachings will dive deeper into practical Buddhist wisdom that can help you navigate life's challenges with clarity and calm. 2. Impermanence, embracing change. One of the most transformative teachings in Buddhism is the concept of impermanence, the idea that everything in life is constantly changing. This simple truth, when truly understood, can free us from fear, anxiety, and attachment. Yet, many of us resist change because we equate it with loss or uncertainty. Instead of embracing life's natural flow, we cling to what feels familiar, creating suffering when things inevitably shift. Why do we struggle with change? As humans, we seek stability. We want our relationships to last forever, our careers to stay secure, our health to remain strong. But life does not work that way. The Buddha taught that everything, people, emotions, circumstances, is in a constant state of movement. Holding on to anything too tightly leads to disappointment, because everything eventually transforms. Think about nature. The seasons change, rivers shift course, even the mountains erode over time. Nothing stays exactly as it is, not even us. We grow older, our thoughts evolve, and our circumstances change, whether we like it or not. Resisting this truth creates suffering, while embracing it opens the door to freedom and inner peace. How impermanence causes suffering. Much of our pain comes from attachment to people, possessions, ideas, or identities. We fear losing things we love or experiencing situations that feel unfamiliar. But in reality, change is not the enemy, it is simply the way life unfolds. For example, a breakup or friendship ending may cause deep sadness. But if we recognize that relationships naturally shift, we allow ourselves to appreciate them without fearing their end. Losing a job may bring stress and uncertainty. But accepting impermanence reminds us that opportunities come and go, and that new paths will open. Fear of aging is common. But understanding impermanence allows us to see aging not as loss, but as a chance to grow wiser, to experience life more fully. Impermanence is not a tragedy, it is an invitation to live in the present, to appreciate every moment without being consumed by fear of what's next. How Buddhism teaches us to embrace impermanence. Buddhist wisdom doesn't ask us to forcefully detach from life, but rather to experience it without grasping. Here's how we can apply the teaching of impermanence in everyday life. 1. Appreciate the present fully. Instead of worrying about what's ahead, focus on what is here right now. Savor a conversation, enjoy the beauty of nature, be fully present with loved ones. 2. Release the fear of endings. Everything in life has a natural cycle. By accepting that nothing lasts forever, we let go of unnecessary worry and allow experiences to flow naturally. 3. Stay open to new beginnings. When one chapter closes, another begins. Instead of mourning change, we can welcome it as an opportunity for growth and discovery. 4. Practice gratitude without attachment. Appreciate what you have, but don't cling. Love deeply, but don't fear loss. Work hard, but don't define yourself by achievements. True peace comes when we embrace, but don't grasp. Impermanence is not something to be feared, it is a gentle reminder to live fully. When we embrace change instead of resisting it, we become more adaptable, more peaceful, and more grateful. Life is constantly shifting, but in that movement, there is beauty, possibility, and transformation. In the next section, we'll explore another core Buddhist teaching, non-attachment, the key to true emotional freedom. Stay tuned. 3. Non-attachment, finding freedom. One of the deepest sources of human suffering is attachment, clinging to people, outcomes, material possessions, and even emotions. While love, ambition, and desires are natural, excessive attachment often leads to pain, fear, and disappointment. Buddhism teaches that true freedom is found when we learn to let go, not by rejecting life, but by approaching it with wisdom and balance. Why does attachment cause suffering? We attach ourselves to things because we believe they bring happiness. We seek security in relationships, comfort in possessions, and fulfillment in achievements. But the world is constantly changing, and when things don't go as expected, when people leave, objects break, or plans fall apart, we suffer. This is why Buddhist wisdom teaches non-attachment, the art of enjoying life without clinging. It doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding love, it means experiencing everything fully without fearing loss. Consider this. You love deeply, but you don't fear change, so relationships feel more natural and less controlling. You work hard, but you don't define yourself by success, so failures don't break you. You appreciate possessions, but you don't let them own you, so you are never consumed by materialism. The difference between non-attachment and indifference. Many people misunderstand Buddhist non-attachment as emotional detachment or indifference. But it's not about being cold or uncaring. Instead, it's about cultivating love and joy without clinging. The Buddha taught that suffering arises when we grasp too tightly. Imagine holding sand in your palm. If you squeeze, it slips away, but if you hold it gently, it stays. That's how we should approach life, with appreciation, but without fear of losing. Practical ways to practice non-attachment. Buddhist teachings offer practical methods for integrating non-attachment into everyday life. 1. Embrace impermanence. Recognize that everything is temporary, whether good or bad. Instead of resisting change, accept it as part of life's natural flow. 2. Detach from expectations. Often, suffering comes from expecting things to go exactly how we want. Let go of rigid expectations, and approach situations with openness. 3. Practice gratitude without clinging. Enjoy the good moments, but don't fear their passing. Appreciate love, experiences, and success without letting them control your happiness. 4. Respond, don't react. When challenges arise, pause before reacting emotionally. Ask yourself, am I clinging to a need for control? Can I accept this with grace instead? 5. Find fulfillment within. Rather than depending on external things to make you happy, cultivate inner peace through mindfulness, compassion, and self-awareness. The freedom of letting go. When we let go of attachment, we begin to experience true freedom. We stop chasing validation, fearing loss, or trying to control everything. Instead, we flow with life, trusting in its natural rhythm. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that peace is not found in keeping things as they are, it's found in accepting what comes and goes. Love deeply, work hard, cherish life, but do so without grasping, and you'll discover a profound lightness in your heart. In the next section, we'll explore another essential Buddhist teaching, mindfulness, the art of living in the present and finding clarity in each moment. Stay tuned. 4. Mindfulness, living in the present. Mindfulness lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings, offering a transformative way to experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment. It's a simple concept, but in our fast-paced, distracted world, many of us struggle to truly live in the present. Instead, we find ourselves caught up in the past, worrying about mistakes, or fixating on the future, anxious about what might happen next. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness is the antidote to this cycle, a way to bring calm, clarity, and depth to our everyday lives. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment, without judgment or distraction. It means paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, body, and surroundings, without letting them pull you into regret about the past or fear of the future. The Buddha encouraged mindfulness as a tool for peace, saying, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This wisdom reflects the truth that the present is the only moment we truly have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but the present is where life happens. Why mindfulness is essential for inner peace. Anxiety and stress often arise because we're not fully connected to the present. Our minds race, replaying past events or imagining worst-case scenarios. This mental chatter creates tension, pulling us away from the simplicity and peace of now. When we practice mindfulness, we quiet the mind and observe reality as it is, not through a lens of fear or desire, but with acceptance and clarity. Instead of being consumed by emotions, we acknowledge them without judgment. Instead of rushing through tasks, we engage with them fully. How to bring mindfulness into daily life. Mindfulness doesn't require elaborate rituals or hours of meditation. It's something you can practice anywhere, anytime, through small but intentional habits. 1. Breathing awareness. One of the simplest ways to ground yourself in the present is to focus on your breath. Notice the rhythm of each inhale and exhale, letting it anchor your awareness. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breathing. 2. Mindful eating. Instead of rushing through meals, take time to savor each bite. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. This practice connects you to the present moment and fosters gratitude for nourishment. 3. Body scan. Pause and bring awareness to your physical sensations. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the tension in your muscles, or the air on your skin. This simple exercise helps you reconnect with your body. 4. Focused attention. Choose one activity, whether walking, cleaning, or listening to music, and give it your full attention. Notice every detail, and let the activity become a meditation in motion. 5. Gratitude practice. At the end of each day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus to the present and cultivates positivity. The benefits of mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness regularly, you'll notice profound changes. Reduced stress. Mindfulness helps calm the racing thoughts that fuel anxiety. Greater clarity. By focusing on the present, you see situations objectively, without emotional distortion. Enhanced joy. You appreciate life's small moments instead of rushing past them. Improved relationships. Being present with others fosters deeper connections and empathy. Mindfulness is not about escaping life's challenges, it's about meeting them with awareness and acceptance. The present moment is a gift, and when we fully embrace it, we unlock its potential for peace and clarity. In the next section, we'll explore another powerful Buddhist teaching, compassion, the key to building kindness and meaningful connections in life. Stay tuned. 5. Compassion, cultivating kindness. Compassion is one of the most profound teachings in Buddhism, and it's often seen as the key to achieving true inner peace. While mindfulness helps us connect with the present moment, compassion teaches us to connect with others in a meaningful and transformative way. In Buddhist practice, compassion is not just about being kind, it's about deeply understanding and sharing the suffering of others, and doing what we can to alleviate it. What is compassion in Buddhism? In Buddhism, compassion is called karuna. It refers to the ability to feel empathy for others and take action to help them. Compassion doesn't mean pity or sadness, it's rooted in a sense of shared humanity. The Buddha taught that all living beings experience suffering, and by cultivating compassion, we recognize this shared experience and open our hearts to others. The practice of compassion begins with mindfulness, as we become aware of our own emotions and those of the people around us. From there, it grows into kindness and selflessness, not just through thoughts, but through actions. Compassion is active, not passive, and it requires us to engage with the world in a way that promotes healing, understanding, and connection. Why is compassion important? Compassion is transformative not only for the people we help but also for ourselves. When we approach others with kindness and empathy, we reduce negative emotions like anger, resentment, and judgment. Compassion softens the heart, making us more open, patient, and understanding. The Buddha emphasized that true peace is not found in isolation but in connection, the relationships we build, the kindness we show, and the way we uplift others. Compassion expands our sense of purpose, allowing us to feel joy in helping others rather than focusing only on our own needs. How to cultivate compassion in daily life. Buddhist teachings offer simple, practical ways to cultivate compassion. 1. Practice loving kindness. Metta. This meditation involves silently sending thoughts of love and well-being to yourself and others. Start with yourself, then extend the wishes to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you may struggle to get along with. 2. Listen without judgment. When someone shares their struggles, truly listen without interrupting or judging. Let them feel heard and supported. 3. Small acts of kindness. Compassion doesn't have to be grand. Helping someone carry groceries, offering a compliment, or checking in on a friend are small, powerful ways to express kindness. 4. Understand shared suffering. Recognize that everyone faces challenges, whether visible or hidden. This understanding helps dissolve feelings of anger and strengthens empathy. 5. Volunteer or give back. Engage in activities that serve others, such as volunteering at a shelter or donating to those in need. Acts of service remind us of our shared humanity. 6. Be compassionate to yourself. Don't forget to show kindness to yourself, especially when you're struggling. Self-compassion is the foundation for extending kindness to others. How compassion reduces suffering. When we practice compassion, we change our relationship with suffering, both our own and others. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, compassion empowers us to respond with care and intention. For example, in conflict, compassion helps us understand the other person's perspective rather than reacting with anger. When someone is struggling, compassion allows us to offer support without judgment. In moments of self-doubt, compassion encourages us to treat ourselves with gentleness instead of criticism. Compassion also fosters stronger relationships. When we show genuine care, people feel valued, understood, and connected. These bonds bring joy and meaning to life, reducing loneliness and isolation. Compassion is not just a Buddhist teaching, it's a way of life that transforms how we interact with the world. By cultivating empathy, kindness, and selflessness, we find deeper fulfillment and peace. Compassion opens the heart, allowing us to feel joy in serving others and ourselves. In the next section, we'll explore the power of meditation, another essential Buddhist practice that helps us connect to inner stillness and calm. Stay tuned. 6. Meditation, connecting to inner stillness. Meditation is one of Buddhism's most well-known practices, and for good reason. It offers a path to profound inner stillness and clarity amidst life's chaos. At its core, meditation is not about escaping reality but about meeting it fully, with awareness, calm, and acceptance. Through meditation, we learn to quiet the mind, observe our thoughts without judgment, and connect with the peace that already exists within us. What is meditation in Buddhism? In Buddhism, meditation serves as both a spiritual practice and a practical tool for managing the mind. It's a way to cultivate mindfulness, focus, and inner calm. Rather than striving for a blank, empty mind, meditation invites us to embrace our thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they are, without being overwhelmed by them. The Buddha taught that meditation helps us see reality clearly. When the mind is calm and centered, we can navigate challenges with wisdom instead of reacting impulsively. Meditation is not just a ritual, it's a skill that trains us to respond to life with patience and equanimity. Why meditation is important. In our modern lives, we're constantly bombarded by distractions, technology, responsibilities, and the endless stream of thoughts racing through our minds. Anxiety and stress thrive in this environment, pulling us away from the present moment. Meditation offers a way to step back, quiet the noise, and find balance. Meditation allows us to calm the racing mind. It creates space between our thoughts, reducing overwhelm. Build self-awareness. By observing our emotions, we understand them better and respond more wisely. Cultivate inner peace. Even amidst external challenges, meditation helps us access a sense of calm. How to practice Buddhist meditation. Meditation doesn't require a specific setup or hours of practice. It can be integrated into your daily life with simple steps. 1. Find a quiet space. Choose a peaceful spot where you can sit comfortably, away from distractions. 2. Focus on the breath. Begin by observing your natural breath. Pay attention to each inhale and exhale, letting it anchor your awareness in the present moment. 3. Observe thoughts without judgment. If your mind wanders, don't fight it. Instead, gently bring your focus back to the breath. Remember, meditation is about noticing thoughts, not stopping them. 4. Body awareness. Scan your body for sensations, tension, or discomfort. This exercise connects you to your physical experience and grounds you in the here and now. 5. Practice loving kindness. Incorporate compassion into your meditation by silently wishing well for yourself and others. For example, repeat, "May I be happy. May others be happy. May we all find peace." 6. Start small. Begin with 5 to 10 minutes of meditation daily and gradually increase the duration as you feel comfortable. The benefits of meditation. Consistent meditation practice brings numerous benefits, both mental and emotional. Reduced stress. Meditation calms the nervous system, lowering anxiety and promoting relaxation. Increased focus. By training the mind to concentrate, you improve your ability to stay present and attentive. Better emotional resilience. Meditation helps you observe emotions without being controlled by them, leading to wiser responses. Stronger compassion. Loving kindness meditation fosters empathy and deeper connections with others. Real-life applications of meditation. Meditation is not confined to the cushion, it can be practiced anytime, anywhere. During stressful moments, pause, take a few deep breaths, and ground yourself before reacting. Before sleep, use meditation to calm the mind and prepare for restful sleep. In conversations, practice mindful listening by focusing fully on what the other person is saying. Meditation is more than a practice, it's a way of life that helps us connect to inner stillness and clarity. Through consistent meditation, we learn to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, patience, and wisdom. It reminds us that peace doesn't come from external circumstances, it's something we cultivate within ourselves. Conclusion. Inner peace isn't something you need to search for or acquire, it's already within you, waiting to be uncovered. Throughout this journey, we've explored 6 transformative Buddhist teachings that offer profound guidance for calming the mind, managing emotions, and embracing life with grace. From understanding suffering through the 4 noble truths to cultivating compassion and practicing mindfulness, each teaching builds upon the next, creating a roadmap for a balanced and fulfilling life. These principles remind us that peace is not the absence of challenges but the ability to face them with awareness, acceptance, and wisdom. The Buddha's timeless message is clear: life is impermanent, full of change, and often uncertain, but it is also rich with opportunity for growth, connection, and clarity. By letting go of attachments, living in the present, and showing compassion for ourselves and others, we not only find our own peace but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. Meditation and mindfulness anchor these practices in daily life, helping us step out of the chaos of thoughts and into the simplicity of the present moment. When we combine these teachings, we unlock a sense of freedom and harmony that transforms how we think, feel, and act. Let these teachings guide you, not as rigid rules but as gentle reminders to live fully and mindfully. If this video brought you value, please like, share, and subscribe to Life Lessons for more insights on self-growth and wisdom. Thank you for being here. May you carry these teachings forward with peace in your heart.